Hello, everybody. Welcome back. TCS continues with Division 1 this time. Tarnished Warriors Project H. And joining me for the first time ever is Alyssa B. How are you doing tonight?
Hello, Chris. I am doing wonderful. I hope you're doing well as well.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
definitely it's going to be interesting to get into this match because we have Project H with an 0-3 record and the Tarnished Warriors with a 3-1 record currently.
Yep, Project H coming off of possibly the worst start to a season you could ask for, Whitlock. Uh, Rage quitting after week 1, not what you want, but definitely they've got a replacement, and I will say it is Binge1 joining them as the residential floater, maybe long time sub in. But, I mean, that's a great pickup. Binge1 was one of those players that we saw not drafted, and we all said that was criminal. I mean, Binge1 is a great player. Now, he does have the tall task of matching up to Poofy, and as we all know, Poofy is a monster. He is a menace on the field, so matching up to that player is a tall task in itself. But Binge1, I like what he brings to the table. I think he can do good. Project H, I'm not expecting to win this one. Tarnished Warriors, I played against them last week. They were absolutely phenomenal with their defense, so if they are able to get that done, Project H, they could be in the running for something great.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel like Tarnished Warriors are a force to be reckoned with, Chris.
Oh, absolutely. And I gotta say, I'm very impressed for Sir Chaka and Lasagna playing up to Division 1 for the first time. They've not had to play against multiple 1700s before, and they performed, very well. This Project H team could very well, or not Project H, hold up, let me not get ahead of myself. This Tarnished Warriors team could absolutely win the group and go #1 seed, possibly 3-0, but only time will tell. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. Let us get them into the game and see what Project H has in store. I mean, it can only go up from here regarding someone else quitting, because that would be tragic, but let's hope that doesn't continue.
Okay, we are getting our players on the field now.
And also in the chat, I see resident owner of Project H looking on standby to
That's a
see.
demo right off the kickoff. She gets a shot with Lasagna saving. Looks like Benjuan's going to step that towards the net, and Poofy clears that out. Poofy's still taking it. G. Wilker's able to send it right back, though. Lasagna Man going off the corner wall. That's going to go towards Afino. Afino sends it towards Tarnished Warriors net. Benjuan right there to send it to the midfield. Lasagna Man with the 50. And Afino taking it in the corner. There's Poofy.
Already right off to a fantastic start is Tarnished Warriors, keeping this ball locked in the other side of the half. Poofy, a great 50, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to win 50s. It is almost inevitable. They're going to win 50s. They're going to follow up the shots. Sir Chaka's going to do it right now, and it's going to be this rinse and repeat cycle of a player causing havoc, one setting it up, and one putting it away. Absolutely picture perfect from the Warriors.
And Tarnished Warriors are coming out strong at the gates. Gia Wilkers and Poofy on the kickoff. It's going to go towards the Tarnished Warriors corner. Lasagna Man is going to go off the back wall. Benjuan's going to send it towards the net, but Lasagna credited with the save. That's going to go up side wall. Lasagna is still following. Looks like he's going to try and get past G. Wilkers. Unable to do so. Afino clearing it down the field. That's right to Poofy. And Benjuan is challenging that, sending out towards the net, and that's in! We have an equalizer. Project H and Tarnished Warriors are now 1-1.
Beautiful shot off that sidewall. Poofy, he makes that touch, and normally he's pretty solid with it as well. He's got the knack for putting the ball just out of position to where you can't get a quick shot off. But Binjuan, I've seen him play before in twos. He is going to be able to put shots in when you least expect it, and right now he's showing just that. And the speed that he is playing at, unmatched right now. Poofy, who might be the new slogan. A demo comes through, and you know once Afino starts doing that, it's not going to be easy to stop him.
Looks like Poofy is still trying to get downfield. Lasagna Man's going to send it towards the net. Benjuan's going to be up to get a touch on that. Poofy's going to try and finish that. That's sent high, though. Sir Chaka tries to finish it as well. Afino is credited with the save, and Benjuan takes the touch. That's going to go towards the corner. G. Wilkers is following. Lasagna Man also challenging. That's why the Sir Chaka. Is that in? That is in! Tarnished Warriors up by 1 goal now. 3:04 remaining in game 1.
And there it is again, infield to Sir Chaka, and what does he need to do? Just put a dime under the bar, and it is just that simple. Project H getting a little bit boost-starved in their own half. That is to be expected. They, you know, once the tenants move in here, it is going to be hard to get them out. And, well, Poofy's doing it all over again.
Poofy's going to take touch, send it up. Afino's going to be up and sending that to the corner. Also credited with the savior there. Lasagna Man putting the pressure right back. Sir Chaka getting a touch and keeping it around the net. That's going to go to the corner, though, towards Benjuan. Lasagna 50s. And Poofy sends it towards the other corner now. Sir Chaka turns around, and Benjuan is going to challenge that, booming that down the field. Still taking another touch. Poofy is up to get the save.
G. Willikers trying to start something in the corner. They're not able to really find each other on that Benjuan. He's actually got to avoid the demo, and it's just free for Lasagna after that.
You can tell that Tarnished Warriors are playing things really confidently right now, and that is where they thrive.
Yeah, and halfway through the game, 3 goals. Not a bad start, you know. Project H, they've got building to do. That's the thing. They've got to come in, see how the dynamic is going to work with Benjuan against a team that is very aggressive. Now, you got the downside of playing Feline Fury and Tarnished Warriors both week 1 and 2. This Project H team will be playing Incognito mode, who isn't the most aggressive team, so it'll give them a little more breathing room, but the fact that they've got this pressure teams right out the gate doesn't bode well for them. Now, definitely Incognito mode that week 3 will be a little bit better for, I think, the play style that Project H can develop here, but it's still going to be a little bit troublesome, especially going into the major with so many Game 5s happening on the other group. It is going to be a tall task, but if there is anyone to get it done, Afino, he's going to whip these boys into shape. Benjuan's going to do it. Poofy's trying to get that redirect, but can't.
Sir Chaka is going to get a touch. That's pinched, sent towards the net. Afino tries to get a shot, and Poofy saves. It's going to be up in the corner of Tarnished Warriors side. Afino taking a touch. That's going to go towards Poofy again. Lasagna Man clearing that out. That's a pass to Poofy. Is that going to be a double? Yes, it is!
Oh my goodness. That stall pass from Lasagna Man finds Poofy downfield with a perfect redirect. Double touch and all. That's clip it and ship it.
Benjuan and Lasagna Man on the kickoff. That is going to go to Sir Chaka. He's still up and gets another touch. Tarnished Warriors are up 5-1 now.
Yeah, and just a slaughter. I mean, there is no other way to explain it. That game 1, you know, it's game 1. It's the feeler. You're getting used to a new player. We saw that happen just last game with, or last series with Lil Rigger joining, or, you know, coming back off a week 1 hiatus from the Tarnished Warriors. But Tarnished Warriors here, they're doing so good. I mean, Poofy is the one person to enable his teammates to do whatever they want on the field, and it is showing. That shot, I mean, still just peppering the net. Sir Chaka even gets another one to the back wall. It's just unrelenting, and they have very little boost to break out of their own half. 10 seconds to go. Alyssa to the drawing board that Project H goes. What do they need
Another
to really
demo.
change?
Definitely, Project H needs to not give Tarnished Warriors as much room, play a little more aggressive, because the pressure that we are seeing Tarnished Warriors have is absolutely insane. That's gonna go in the corner and that's gonna fall. Tarnished Warriors win game one.
In rather dominant fashion, but not dominant from the player you would expect. Sir Chaka, that man, he plays good no matter what division you put him in, no matter what skill group he is a part of. Sir Chaka plays to the expectation that he holds to himself and does it every single time without fail. I mean, if you ever need to find a player to break apart in this series, it has to be him because he is so versatile on the field. He shot 7 shots and put 3 of them in. 3 assists from Lasagna, 3 saves from Poofy. When Poofy is at the bottom of the leaderboard, you know that his team is playing good.
100%, Chris. I mean, the amount of shots from Sir Chaka is what Project H is going to have to work on shutting down. That's one of the biggest keys, I feel like. But we are going to get into game two now.
And
Player.
it's not like that they didn't put on shots. Like, they did put up 7 shots in respect. It's just that Sir Chaka matched every single shot that the entire team put on. So, getting out of your own half, step 1. Keeping it out of your own half is step 2.
Okay, Poofy's going to go up. He's over G. Wilkers. Afino's in the corner waiting. That's going to go to Lasagna. He's going to take a touch. Afino fakes. That's going to go right to Sir Chaka. Poofy takes a touch. Sir Chaka's bumped.
Poofy out of the midfield. Project H already playing defense. That's not where they want to end up being. And Lasagna, he's going to keep it in, but low boost. Binge one. He's got it to the midfield. Actually, Warriors, they're all pretty low on boost. They have an opportunity to break out, and as much as I don't recommend playing bang ball, just get that ball out of your half. I mean, just put him awkward on the back foot. It's not going to do too much harm if, you know, you just send it occasional. Now, you don't want to overcommit after that because, well, then you're just building what the Warriors want to work with. So, just getting it out first. Oh my ground pinch!
What a shot! Ooh, that was absolutely insane.
Oh my God. That's nuts! Holy Sir Chaka! I'm changing teams.
We have Afino and Sir Chaka. Okay. Poofy is going to be back there. She Wilkers clearing it out. Sir Chaka tries to get it touched. It looks like Lasagna gets instead. He's going off the wall. And Sir Chaka booming it into Project H's corner. That's going to go up. G Wilkers on the wall to challenge. Poofy's going to send it to Sir Chaka. That's a pass. And there's a pass back to Poofy. Been drawn, tries to be there, but Sir Chaka scores! Both goals of game 2 are from Sir Chaka.
How do you stop him? I mean, how do you stop him? He's just enabled. He can do whatever he wants. This is Sir Chaka's league, and we're just living in it. He allows us to play, and that is all she wrote for that. And Lasagna Man, the owner of this franchise, Sir Chaka, got the great GM in Lasagna Man and picked up Professor Freak. Now, I wouldn't say that he stacked an incredible lineup of great players, but all he had to do was get Poofy on board and made any form of those 3 management players work to perfection. And well, Sir Chaka, he's just showing why. He can lead, he can ball, he can do it all.
Poofy sends it to the midfield. Benjuan also challenges that. Sir Chaka's following in the corner, grabbing the 100 boost. Lasagna Man taking it out to the midfield. That is back to Project H's corner. Lasagna Man tries to send it in. Poofy scores the third goal. Game 2 for Tarnished Warriors. Project
Yeah.
H just needs to completely figure out how to shut him down. Definitely stopping Shirt Shaka is going to be the first part of that, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, a player on the back wall, the other one on the side wall, and the last man really stuck between a rock and a hard place. What more do you do after that? You have to try something. Great save from Binge1, but they really just they need to get on the same game plan. You know, they're not finding each other. They got to keep the ball local in their half, in their possession. Anything right now is great. The defense is definitely putting up the saves to do so. But it's going to be rough. It's going to be so rough.
Poofy's going to challenge She Wilkers on that already in the air. Shirt Shaka's going to try and challenge Benjuan. Benjuan gets it out of there already. Lasagna Man taking it around the corner. Benjuan going off the corner wall. That's right back to Poofy. Poofy doesn't get the touch. Afino goes as well. Doesn't get the touch. Search Shaka and Benjuan challenging. We have Lasagna Man up and keeping that around the midfield. Afino try and get it to the corner. That's the Poofy. Lasagna Man and Afino with the demo on Search Shaka, as well as Lasagna Man.
Oh, that's a devious fake from Poofy. And, you know, Afino, if you can't beat him, beat him. No, Sir Chaka, don't do it. Okay, not an own goal, please. Okay. we could have went from a 0 threat level to 20 in an instant there. But Afino, the demo play, it's bound to work. Against a team that is pretty much got free range on the field, you take one of those players out of the equation, and it's a whole new ball game. They could just take one player out, open up so much space, and let it go from there. 3 goals down, less than a minute to go. Not ideal, but every game's new.
Exactly. I mean, when I used to bowl, it was every frame is a new game. It's the same exact thing for the series. Is every game is a new start for them. So Chaka off the backboard. Lasagna Man's going to challenge She Wilkers. Poofy taking a touch, trying to dribble it a little bit, but 50. Sir Chaka digging down the field. That's in the corner. That's right past She Wilkers into Lasagna Man. That's an open net for Binge1, but Poofy's there for the save.
And it's some great last-second offense. This is the power that we need to see come out of Project H going into Game 3, because right now, back is against the wall. You don't want to let it get any farther there. And Tarnished Warriors just doing what they do best. Sir Chaka, not on the top, but still leading the goals. Absolutely love to see that.
At this point for Project H, it's either go big or go home for Game 3, because Tarnished Warriors are at match point now.
Yeah, and they just need that pressure. They need to get out of their own half. It's not, it's not as easy as it sounds when you got a team like the Tarnished Warriors coming out, because their defense, I mean, even last week they played incognito mode. They held incognito mode to, let's see, well, they actually, incognito mode outscored them, but in games 2 through 4, they shut them out in games 2 and 3, and then game 4 held them to 2 goals, I believe. So this team can play defense. You are going up against probably the perfect combination of defense and offense in the Warriors here. That is a tall task, and I think there is going to be a huge advantage for the Warriors going into the major, because they're able to play both styles and play it effective.
Our first kickoff, we already have Afino backing up in the corner. So Chaka up on the wall. There's Lasagna Man keeping it in the corner, keeping the pressure on. Poofy takes a touch. Sir Chaka's up. It's going to go from Binge1 towards Lasagna Man. Lasagna Man's still following. She Wilkers already waiting.
Ball across. G. Wilkers. Got Binge1 there. Afino. Great ball across. G. Wilkers. 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 He's taking it across field. Dunks the life out of Poofy. Almost. But that's great. That's great pressure coming from Project H. From their own half all the way down to the other side and getting a shot on. That is improvement. That is what you want to see. They need that breakout.
Fino trying to take down the field. Serchaka's there. Able to put it to the corner. Serchaka taking it from the corner still. G. Wilkers is going to send it back. Lasagna Man pops it up. That's going to go towards the Fino on the wall. Fino does not get the touch and connect with the ball. Benjuan pops it up. Still following. Looks like Poofy's going to send it right back. Serchaka trying to follow. Benjuan taking it down the field. That's right to Lasagna Man, though. Benjuan waiting on the corner wall.
Dangerous ball, but hey, this is the longest that Project H has gone without getting scored on. Not the stat you want to hear, but definitely the one that shows results.
It's definitely a huge improvement from the past 2 games. Serchaka's going to pop it up. Lasagna Man's up. Now the question is, should you use Cast or Curse?
Oh, no.
Not the Cast or Curse and Chris.
Oh, no. Oh, that 50 is brutal, and I can't blame the defender for going after that. Saw that the ball was going to end up low, but just the last second touch off the back end of a Fino, that one is going to hurt. Oh, and don't let it get out of hand. G. Willikers, great save. Poofy in the corner, but they're doing good.
Number 1. Fino able to get out. That's back to Lasagna Man, and that's right in. Tarnished Warriors up 2-0 now in Game 3 at match point.
Ooh. Ooh, I spoke too soon. Oh, man. Tighter rotations.
Okay, we have Fino and Serchaka on the kickoff. Benjuan takes a touch off the wall. Looks like Poofy waits. Lasagna Man's going to go for that. G. Wilkers is ready for the 50. That's going to go in Project H's corner. And is Lasagna Man going to be able to get that in? That's off the corner of the post.
Serchaka doing great work. Poofy. Again, this team, they're just looking infield. Benjuan, he hasn't gotten the most time to work with on the offensive half, and I think that's where he is going to shine the most on this Project H team, is once you get it down to the other half. His offensive capabilities are very, very good. I mean, you're playing against Poofy, and when anyone is on the field against Poofy, it just doesn't look the same. But Benjuan, he is able to do that, and right now, that is what they need. Send the house, the kitchen sink, and everything that comes along with it.
Poofy's going to take a touch at the midfield, waiting on the wall, and going for another touch that's sent towards G. Willikers. And the demo from Poofy on Benjuan. Fino able to clear that out past the half. Lasagna gets a touch. G. Willikers is up, so is Poofy. Benjuan up as well, putting that to the corner. Poofy going to send it towards the net. Is that in? Lasagna scores!
Did Lasagna steal this? I believe that angle was good. Nope. I think it was rolling
the post,
wide.
in my opinion.
Yeah, that post was definitely running interference. Great goal from Lasagna. 3-goal lead, minute 30 to go.
Lasagna and Benjuan on the kickoff. Fino's gonna be up in the corner. Poofy ready to defend at the front post. And still following. It's gonna go with G. Willikers demoing Lasagna now. Serchaka's up, but Benjuan's ready to get a touch to send it right back.
Oh, wait.
Woo! Okay.
We got life! The heart is beating!
Okay, that definitely could help their momentum.
And who else other than Afino gets the demo, capitalizes off the double commit, and gets the goal? Now they've got a minute. I know it hasn't looked great so far in this series, but this is the time to step it up.
Looks like Afino's going to send it around. Lasagna Man able to clear out back to the corner. Lasagna Man trying to challenge Benjuan. That's wide, though. That's going to roll up the midfield wall. We're going to have Poofy challenge that. Benjuan is following. Goes for the 50. Doesn't get the touch. Afino's there. Looks like G Wilkers challenges now Poofy. That's just in! We have a 1-goal differential with 33 seconds remaining in game 3. It's not impossible.
I've been biting my lip because that infield pass play that they had like 20 seconds ago was so close to being just the perfect comeback story, but they'd still bring it within 30 seconds ago. This Project H team, they are figuring it out.
Looks like Benjuan gets a touch, turning into the midfield. It's gonna still follow. Poofy's waiting in the corner. Oh, Fino's not there in time. Poofy's gonna take down the field past Benjuan. G Wilkers is gonna be there. They have a little less than 10 seconds to make something happen. Sure, Chaka scores for the Tarnished Warriors, giving them that extra bit of insurance.
Oh, and that's the dagger. Oh, it was so close. Benjuan found that back wall uncontested, and it was just a little off on the shot. Try as you may, Project H, they get swept here, but there's a big but here. It was better than week 1.